Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Mr. Boskin Does Some Math. Today we are doing Illustrative Math, Grade 8, Unit 5, Lesson 9 practice problems. Okay, I see the moon. On the first day after the new moon, 2% of the moon's surface is illuminated. On the second day, 6% is illuminated. Based on this information, predict the day on which the moon's surface is 50% illuminated and 100% illuminated. Okay, well, 2% to 6% is 4% in one day. Now, if we want 50%, what's 50% divided by 4? 12 and a half days? And then, so that says 50% should be 12 days and 100% would be 25 days. Hey, look, I'm in the way. I'm used to being in the way. The moon's surface is 100% illuminated on day 14. Does this agree with the prediction you made? No. Is the percentage of illumination on the moon's surface a linear function of the day? Nope, that didn't really work. We could try it slightly different, because that was 2% one day and 6%, so maybe it's between those. 3% would 3% per day. No, because that would be even worse. 3% a day would be 33 days to 100% instead of 14. So, nope, that doesn't work at all. What is next? Ooh, science class. It's like applied math class. In science class, Jada uses a graduated cylinder with water in it to measure the volume of some marbles. After dropping 4 marbles in, so they're all underwater, the water in the cylinder is at a height of 10 millimeters. After dropping 6 marbles in, so they're all underwater, the water in the cylinder is at a height of 11 millimeters. So what do I notice? Well, we went from 4 marbles to 6 marbles, which is 2 marbles, and the height changed from 10 millimeters to 11 millimeters. Or millimeters, milliliters. So, what's the volume of 1 marble? Half of that, 0.5 milliliter. How much water was in the cylinder before any marbles were dropped in? Ooh, 4 marbles. That would be 2 milliliters, and 4 marbles was 10. 10 subtract 2 is 8. What should the height of the water be after 13 marbles are dropped in? Well, we were at 11 for 6 marbles. Going from 6 marbles to 13 marbles is 7 more marbles. And at 2 milliliters each, that is 3.5 extra milliliters of water, or of height. So we were at 11. 11 plus 3.5 is 14.5. Is the relationship between volume of water and number of marbles a linear relationship? If so, what does the slope of a line representing this relationship mean? Is it a linear relationship? Yes. What does the slope mean? The slope is the height of water per marble, or milliliters of water per marble. Height of the water per marble. Solve each of these equations. Ooh, I love solving equations. Now I see some parentheses, so let's distribute. Ooh, I'm not going to distribute. I'm going to mix it up a little bit on this one. Let's do a neat trick. This is being multiplied by 2, and both of these are even. So if I divide that side of the equation by 2, those cancel. If I divide that side of the equation by 2, that 2 cancels, and this 28 will be half of that. So 3x plus 2 equals 2x divided by 2 is just x. 28 divided by 2 is 14. Okay, now let's get all the x's on one side. Which side has less? This one. So let's get rid of an x. Do it to one side, we got to do it to the other. 3x subtract x is 2x plus 2 equals 14. Now what do I have to get rid of? This 2. Subtract 2, subtract 2. Those cancel. 2x equals 12. Divide by 2, divide by 2. X equals 6. Now, no parentheses, so we don't have to do any distributing on this one. Let's... 5y is more than negative 3y, so let's get rid of the y's over here. To get rid of subtracting them, we add them. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 5y plus 3y is 8y. Plus 13 equals negative 43. Subtract 13, subtract 13. Those will cancel. 8y equals negative. We're 43 feet underground. We go 13 more feet down. We are at negative 56. Divide each side by 8. And we are left with y equals negative 56 divided by 8 is 7. One more of these, I believe. Ooh. We could distribute, but that'll give us some big numbers. However, 4 and 8 are both divisible by 4. So I'm going to get rid of those numbers hanging out in front. If I divide that by 4, those cancel. Divide that by 4, and this 8 becomes a 2, because 8 divided by 4 is 2. Those canceled, we're left with just 2a plus 2 equals 8 divided by 4 is 2 times 2 minus 3a. Now we can distribute this. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times negative 3a is negative 6a. We didn't do anything to the left side. 2a plus 2. Now, which side has less a's? Negative 6 is way less than 2. So let's add 6a. Add 6a. Those will cancel. 2a plus 6a is 8a plus 2, because we didn't touch that, equals 4. Subtract 2, subtract 2. 8a equals 2. Divide by 8, divide by 8, those cancel. A equals 2/8, or 1/4. Excellent. Ooh, a graph. For a certain city, high temperatures in degrees Celsius are plotted against the number of days after the new year. Based on this information, is the high temperature in the city a linear function of the number of days after the new year? So, to be linear, our slope would have to be the same. That is a rise of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a run of 2. Rise over run, 4 over 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now, let's check out this. That is a rise from 1 to 15, which is 14, in a run of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 over 7. Hey, that's also 2. So both of those data points show a linear growth with a slope of 2. Is the high temperature in this city a linear function, the number of days after a new year? Yes. Slope of 2 on both of them. The school designed their vegetable garden to have a perimeter of 32 feet, with the length measuring 2 feet more than the width. Use L to represent the length of the garden and W to represent its width. Write and solve a system of equations that describes this situation. So, 2L plus 2W equals 32. 2 lengths plus 2 widths equals our whole box. Let me just draw a quick sketch. L, W, 2 of those plus 2 of those. The perimeter is 32 feet. What else do we know? The length is 2 feet more than twice the width. Okay, length is 2 feet more than twice the width. So the length is equal to twice the width plus 2. Okay, we've got 2 equations, and if we know L equals 2W plus 2, we can stick that into this L. So 2 times L, which is 2W plus 2, plus 2W equals 32. Now let's distribute. 2 times 2W is 4W, plus 2 times 2 is 4, plus 2W equals 32. Combine like terms. 4W plus 2W is 6W, plus 4 equals 32. Subtract 4, so that we've got all the numbers on one side and variables on the other. 6W equals 32 minus 4 is 28. Okay, 6W equals 28. So W equals, divide each side by 6, divide by 6. W equals 28 divided by 6. 28, 6, which is, both of those are even, so that would be 14 thirds, which is 4 2 thirds? Yeah. And L, which we know here, is 2W plus 2. 4 2 thirds, double it, is 8 4 thirds, so 9 1 third plus 2, 11 1 third. L equals 11 1 third. So we know what W equals, we know what L equals. What are the dimensions of the garden? 11 1/3 by 4 2/3. Excellent. That's the last one for today. This has been another episode of Mr. Boskin Does Some Math. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.